Hello everyone, and welcome to another Minecraft video. I am the Scarlet Wolf, and you may not recognize the world I'm currently in, but I most certainly do. This is a world I built on a lot when I was little, when I was younger. So I thought it'd be fun to tour it a little bit. Now this world was originally on the PS3. I spent a lot of time, a lot of effort converting it last night. The conversion was not perfect, I will admit. It's probably as good as I could get. I transferred from PS3 to Java to PC, but as you can see, some of the stairs didn't transition correctly. The book and quills did not save writing, and the animals did not cross over. Other than that, it's pretty converted. Also, there are some misspellings on some signs. That is not a fault of the conversion. That's a fault of me when I was younger, not knowing how to spell things. To be honest. So first off, we have my house, which was inspired by a lot of this world that I'm in right now was inspired by Stacy Plays DogCraft. So this house was inspired by her house in that series. Today we're going to be looking at two worlds. This is the first. This was a world I made called CatCraft. So as I mentioned, it was very, very much inspired by DogCraft. However, growing up, I mostly had cats. So instead of DogCraft, I had CatCraft. Instead of DogCraft, I had CatCraft. So first is my house. So for some reason, I really liked pink when I was little. I don't anymore, but I really did when I was little, when I was younger. Yeah, most of these worlds are at least 10 years old. I have no idea why I had those items in a chest. This was like my office. So ignore the stairs. I don't know why that happened, but my little computer. I think this was a working light. Yeah, this was working light system. I had a rooftop garden. That's my light system over there. Not much up here. Then I had a little kitchen. For some reason I had 4 maps, even though the world only fits on 1. I don't know why. Jukebox. This was my vault where I kept my ender chest. I don't know why, since an ender chest, no one can get to it, but there's nothing in it. But I did have it behind a vault. So, and then this leads to out here, where I had a TV and some speakers. A little shed back here. I believe this was my first house in this world, or something like that. Not really sure, to be honest. Like I said, that wouldn't have been my first house because the lanterns didn't exist at that point. So, I don't know about that. But anyways, so down here was my storage room, also my dog house. I don't know what happened to that door. Let's fix that real quick. But, yeah, this is where all my dogs were. All of my main dogs were inspired by Stacy's DogCraft dogs. So, like, Tucker, Addison, Basil, Noah, Everest, and Wink. Sadly though, I think by the end of me playing on this world, like by the time I stopped, I only had Tucker and Basil left. And then for some reason I remember I brought Addison back to life or something, or I just spawned in another wolf and said it was Addison. I have no idea. This is Wink's dog park. So for some reason in this world, I had Wink, but he disappeared. He completely disappeared out of nowhere. A lot of them, I will admit, a lot of my dogs died in this world. But Wink just disappeared. So I built him the statue, partly because of that, but also partly just because he was always my favorite of her dogs. So please pardon my spelling. As I mentioned, I was very little when I started this world. So here's Addison's grave. Dog guard died. I don't remember who Dazzy was. Reuben or Reuben. Snowy Jr., Wink, Everest, and Noah. Yeah, these two actually died at the same time. They both teleported to me as I was like on the edge of the balcony, and they fell. I have no idea how that even happened, but Wink disappeared. Addison drowned in a I was trying to build a fire hydrant like Stacy built, and Addison got stuck in the water that was coming out of it and drowned. I don't remember having a dog guard. I don't even know who Dazzy was. I feel like Reuben was just... I didn't have a pig named Reuben. I was just honoring the memory of the Minecraft story mode Reuben. I don't remember who Snowy Jr. was either. But this was Jeb and Dinner Bones Pet Supply, or Jeb and Dinner Bones Pet Sapley. Yeah. Oops. I just broke my own thing. Yes, like I said, this was not originally on Java. This was originally built on PS3 on console. I just transferred it. So this was the Rainbow Wolf for Jeb and Dinnerbone, or Jeb. Not much in here. This is just a lot of like food and stuff. What is that up there? Like this is like, oh, this is a security camera. I have no idea why I remember that. I was trying to build the milk bottle Stacy had in her world, where she had the cow, I think. I don't know. The Stew for You restaurant. I think it's supposed to be the Stew for You restaurant. Menu, bathroom. Got a lot of cookies, milks and stews. So I think this tells you how old this world was when I had it before beetroot stew. I started before beetroot stew was even a thing. Drive through. This was a hospital or doctor's office. I do remember this. I think this was here for ocean animals. I don't know why, but this was like a surgery room. I have no idea why some of these things would be used to perform surgery, but okay. And the drive-through. Oh yeah, this went to the. Oh, that's what that was. So this is for the stew restaurant, and this is where you go backwards. This was... Oh, why do I remember? I can't. Crime scene, do not enter. Sue me, one took my diamond. I couldn't fit the S on the. I couldn't fit the S on the first side. So, okay, what this building was a diamond building where I stored a bunch of diamonds. So what happened was I had all these diamonds in item frames, and I came in one day and this whole section of item frames was gone. So my logical conclusion was someone stole my diamonds. No idea why, but that was my conclusion, despite this being a single-player world that no one else ever entered. Someone must have stolen them. Definitely couldn't have been a glitch. Someone had to steal them. So I blocked it off so no one else could get in, and then I marked it as a crime scene and publicly put that Sume-wan took my diamond. Someone took my diamonds. I completely forgot about that until now. I remembered I built the diamond thing, but I forgot about the crime scene part. That made me laugh so hard. This was a tree house. I don't remember. I think I built as like some kind of an animal shelter. I don't know. I don't know why it's also super laggy. Oh, I was wondering what this was for. It's for this dragon egg. I don't know why I just stuck it in the middle of my balcony. But anyways, this world was a bit weird at times. This here was a chicken coop. I use the word coop very loosely. It was basically a chicken shed. A shed full of about 100 chickens or more, just put on leads attached to a fence with leads. Oh, a firefly. But yeah, I had at least like 100 chickens in this thing, all like, they all had leads attached and they were all attached to this fence up here, just giving me eggs 24/7. Yeah, and I think this was the chest for, I don't think it's the right chest for, I don't know where the eggs went after. Oh wait, actually, I think I might remember. It's supposed to be out. I don't know. There was a place that they went after they went to the hoppers, or they might have just gone to the hoppers. I don't know. The animal shelter. Just I think this is kind of my version of the Pick a Pet shop from Stampy's World, but I don't really remember, if I'm being honest. Wait, what does it say? Nothing. It just said nothing. The Pets Hotel. Oh, I actually do remember this. Once again, it was when Stacy was building her hotel, her pet hotel. So I kind of based it off that, kind of did my own thing a little bit. The rooftop pool, very dangerous diving board. Yeah, I am on 1.12 right now with mods. This was, like I said, this was not the original version the world was created on. This is not the original version the world was created on. This was, I don't really know. I think this was like my attempt at making an unescapable prison for just no reason. This was going to be a fire hydrant like the one Stacy built. I was in the middle of building it when Addison drowned in it. And then I stopped building it, deemed it a safety hazard, and converted it into a horse stable. For some reason I had a horse named Runner, but yeah. I don't know why. Also, this is still a storage room, so I don't know how it became how I could call it a stable, but this was my version of the one villager shop she had. I think, is it Madeline's shop? I can't remember, but this is where all that's with it. And then I had almond milk for 4 gold blocks, Because I remember I made that up. I took like a bucket of milk and renamed it almond milk because in real life I could never have regular cow's milk, so I could only ever have almond milk. So I wanted that to feel like it was the same in Minecraft. Especially after, like, I think Stacy did that as well. Oh, where like she had the villagers started selling almond milk for some reason. But I remember this so much. I miss this, where you could actually put torches and you can put item frames behind torches and buttons. This so sorry. This was my version of the Quonset hut. It also doubled as a clock tower for some reason. I have no idea why. But yeah, this is my version of the Quonset hut. I had a bunch of animals in here at one time. Like I said, because of the conversion, none of the animals that were in this world are still in this world, unfortunately. But I don't remember what this... I think this is my version of the, where Stacy had all the dogs. Like the, oh, I should remember what that's called. That was called. I can't think of the name. But where all the, like, copious dogs... Yeah, where all the copious, the dogs from the Copious Dogs mod were. Doggy toys. Shoes, I guess. A stick. Some paper. And meat. I just had to be creative. This was where I had all my dogs' names, all the ones that were left. And I had their names on papers. So I could like pick one to go with me. So let's see who I had at the end. So who is still left? So Duncan. This is Duncan. Tucker. I do remember Tucker. Noah Junior. Star. Luna. Droplet. Strudel. Huckleberry. Barnaby. Snowy. Cactus, Snowy Jr., Gravy, Barnaby Jr., Luna Jr. Yeah, once again, like, I had a lot named after her dog, after the DogCraft dogs. Like, I had Tucker, I had Noah, well, that's Noah Jr., but I don't know why I had so many juniors. Like, then Strudel, Droplet, Huckleberry were all from her series as well. Snowy was Stampy's, I believe. Yeah, that's from Stampy's series. So is Barnaby, and Luna kind of too. So is Duncan. Most of my inspiration came from either Stampy or Stacy. Not all of it, but a lot of it. I don't remember who Star Junior was, if I'm being honest. Also, like, it's weird, this was CatCraft, but I had a lot more dogs than cats. Like, I had all my real life cats in this world at one point, but I still ended up having more dogs. This was the Hound Hospital. This was like the exam room. I actually had my own version of Dr. Nine Healer in this world at one point. So the recovery room, the little like quarantine room back here. This was a clothing store that apparently would only open in the fall. The clothing store closed back in fall. Only go in when the door is open. I don't know. This fall. Let's a lot of repeated clothing options. Go see what this dressing room looks like. Let's see. Do want? Do not want. Okay then. Okay, so then let's see what else is there to explore this world. Oh yeah. Oh, there's this over here. Oh, here's a little crab. Hello, little guy. There's this. So, when I was little, I loved the movie Dolphin Tale, as well as Dolphin Tale 2. I loved Winter. I loved Hope. This was inspired by some of the scenes from that movie where they had like the pool with the gate where like the dolphins could swim between the two pools. Not the most impressive build. I also remember this was built before dolphins were added to the game, so I had squids. I literally had a squid named Winter and a squid named Hope in this pool because they didn't have dolphins yet. So it's over here. Flappy fish. I think, I don't know. I think this was supposed to, these were regular fish. I do also have, I probably shouldn't have used this mod pack because I have a mod that changes, that like backports some features. So I think it changed the regular fish to the new fish, but yeah, this was, yeah, because I know this was built before they even added dolphins. Or did they add the new fish before they added dolphins? It's so hard for me to remember sometimes. Also because I was playing this on the, I built all this on the PS3, so it's hard for me to remember because the versions were different for console than for like PC and Pocket Edition. This was a animal carousel. I just basically had animals on leads just dangling from this like like they were bouncing. I don't really know what else that was supposed to be. This is a mine, I think. I don't really know, but honestly this is giving me the heebie-jeebies to try to go down to see it. Yeah, no, that's just it. I think this is just the start of a mine. I'm honestly nervous to go down this way. No, nothing. There's just nothing here. Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything for this part of the world. Let's see if there's anything else. And then over here, we have a bridge that I built. This was like a spleef arena, I guess. This was, I think I was trying to build a church. I'm not really sure. The only reason I think it's a church is because I can see the little like cross banner, but I'm not really sure about that. So weird for me because I've never seen this world with shaders before. These, oh my goodness. These were umbrellas. These are the worst umbrellas I've ever seen. What was I thinking? The beach blankets. I didn't even use carpets. I just used wool. Come on, me. This was an ice rink? I think, this was like there is some stuff I was trying to do involving like competitions, contests, even though I never played with anyone else. I just always tried to like come up with different contests and competitions. So like this one was a race, and then this one was a tightrope. I think it might have also been at one point I was doing like, I would do competitions for my dogs, so like they would have to race or like walk across something or like, I don't really know. What's down here? This is just a hole. Whee! I think that just goes down to bedrock. Okay. Well, anyways, I think the only other part of the world is over this way. Yep. I remember this. So, I don't know what this is or who this is supposed to be. Something tells me this was squid or a squid or I don't really know. I feel like there's something inside of here. No? I have no idea. This was a water elevator. A really, 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 really tall water elevator that I'm not gonna go all the way up right now, but basically it's really tall. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I think it goes up to what the world height was at that time. Like, really tall. Like, it's like so tall I gave up placing the signs halfway through. Wow, that's actually really pretty being up here. This is faster than me just going down. Oh, or not. Oh, nope. And I have to do that with this version. Whee! So basically the goal is to land in the rainbow. The pot of gold rainbow thing. Yeah, I think that doesn't work with the new boats. The newer boats. Yeah, this is, this isn't even a rainbow. Look at these colors. I don't even know. It's like a cloud and a rainbow and a pot of gold. Does not look anything like any of those things. Then there was a village somewhere. Oh, I think I actually remember now. I think where that sign said dog guard died, I think I faked his death. As weird as that sounds. I said he was dead, but he actually moved down into this house. Or like he faked it, or I said like he faked his death or something. And he moved into this house far away. I don't know what this was. I think this was the home of a witch. Yeah, no, this was the home of a witch. And then this up here was, I believe, my base for a little while I was visiting this village. Yes. So I had the ender chest, and then I don't know what was happening up here. And then I don't know what's going on with that. But I think that's pretty much all for this world. So, I think that's about as much. I think that's about as much time we have for this video. So I want to thank you all for watching. I'll try to do a second video for my other world. I honestly didn't think there'd be this much to explore in this one, so this will be at least a two-part. I have a lot of worlds to check out, so we could make this a whole series if we wanted to. But I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!